Welcome to this lesson. In this lesson, we are going to learn about brand awareness ads. I'm in the ads manager, and if you have been following this course step by step, you know how to reach here. Once you're in the ads manager ad account, there are several types of ads that you can run for your particular product or service or store. If you look at this list, we are going to start with the awareness ads. And the first awareness ads that you're going to start with is called the brand awareness. So what is the brand awareness? If you can highlight it here, Facebook will give you a brief description of what is a brand awareness. Or you can simply click here. And once you have done that, Facebook is going to give you a description of what type of ad is a brand awareness. So let us just scroll downwards. Facebook defines a brand awareness ad as an ad which we want to reach people who are most likely to pay attention to our ads and increase awareness of your brand. So this is not a conversion ad whereby we measure. As because this is a brand awareness ad, it means we do not have a Facebook pixel to install. We're just measuring. We just want to broadcast our brand so that people can be able to be aware of either our company, of our product or service. So this is called a brand awareness ad. The first thing that you'll need to do in a brand awareness ad is to create the campaign name. So let's say, for example, our product was dog treats, and that maybe was a new product that you wanted to sell. We'd want to create a brand awareness ad for it to create a desire by people who might want to purchase the particular brand that you're creating. And because this is your first time to set up your ad account, Facebook will ask you to set it up. But if you already set up your ad account previously, this option will not be there. You just simply go to the ads creation tool. So if this is your first time, click on set up ad account. And once you click on set up your ad account, you're not going to do it anymore. It's just a one-time thing. You need to set up your ad account country, the country in which you are advertising from, and the currency in which you want Facebook to be billing you. It is advisable to set up the currency in US dollars if you're selling in the US. So let's say, for example, your customers are based in the US and your Shopify store is billing in US dollars. It is always advisable to pay in US dollars so you can see the return on investment. Then you need to set up your time zone, and once you have done that, you click on continue. So Facebook is going to take you to the ads creation tool, which is similar to the one which we created, the saved audience, in the audience section of the course. The brand awareness tool will ask you to define the ad set name. The ad set name, think of it like the dog magazines, the dog breeds, the dog association rescues, and here you can also mention the ideal age group that you want to target. For example, you can say this is dog magazines. We are targeting the US, ages from, if you remember from the previous course, we are always targeting 20 plus because we want to ensure all of our customers have credit cards. But because we had already created a necessary customer that you wanted to target, we are not going to create this targeting here in the details section over here. What we're going to use is called you're going to use something called a saved audience. Remember that one we had done in the previous lessons. So this is the beauty part. When you're creating your ad, because we had earlier created our target audience, we don't need to recreate them again. You simply click on the saved audience, then select the necessary, target group that you want to target. So once you have done that one, Facebook is not going to ask you any more further questions. But if you didn't do that, you need to go to this section, create new, then start adding the necessary target location like United States. Then defining the age, 20 up, then scrolling down, then doing the targeting one by one. And that's why I taught you how to create a saved audience in the earlier lessons. If you're not sure how to do the detailed targeting over this section, go to the section called the Ads Creation Tool Targeting. You'll clearly see how we create this one. This is quite similar as to the saved audience. So in this example, you're just going to use the one which I created earlier, the dog magazines. And Facebook is going to ask us, where is Facebook going to do the placements? It is always advisable to start with edit the placements. What do I mean by placements? Placements is where Facebook is going to put your advertisement to your clientele. There are several places that Facebook puts the advertisement. It can put them in the feed, the one which is in the middle personal Facebook feed, instant articles, which uses third-party phones, in-stream videos, right column, which is on the right-hand side of your personal newsfeed, marketplace, third parties, stories, which is a Facebook feature on smartphones, Instagram, because Instagram is owned by Facebook, and audience network, which is usually third-party people. So as a beginner, I would recommend you to deselect all of these options, because we do not know, we don't want to increase your budget to a level that you're not comfortable at starting. First of all, you want to find if the ad is profitable, and if the ad is profitable, you can go to each and every one of these options step by step as you are increasing your budget and you're increasing your locations where your ad is going to be shown. Once you've done that, Facebook is going to show your advertisement in the feed section, in the middle section of your personal newsfeed, and you also remove the audience network. Mobile is the new targeting, so by default, all mobiles will be targeted over here. But if you want to be specific, if you are doing a brand awareness for maybe for your Android phone, you can target only Android devices only, or if it's for an iOS device, which is an Apple device, you can select iOS. Feature phones are phones which were in the past, so they have been phased out, but it's not anything to concern yourself. So to be safe, you just consider on mobile phones. The default ones here, you do not have to worry about them for now. Then in the budget, I would recommend you to start with a daily budget of around $5. Then run it for 5 days. If you see this red exclamation mark, it means Facebook was suggesting that you put a minimum of around $100 depending on the audience size which you had selected earlier in our targeting. So what you're going to do is put 110 instead of 101, but you can put the recommended $101. And once you have done that, let Facebook optimize for ad delivery. Do not change each and everything over here at the beginning. Once you have done that, you click on continue. There are several there are several formats Facebook that can display for your advertisement. There's the carousel, the single image, the single video, and slideshow. So the first thing that most people start with is the single image. A carousel is whereby you have several images of the same product. Single video if you have a video, and a slideshow if you can join several pictures of an image, they can become a slideshow. So most people just start with one image ad, which means one photograph of that image, and you need to define what page that your Facebook ad should be run from. Because you created the Dog Haven fan page, you select that one, because this is where your ad is going to be located and run from. All ads on Facebook need to be run from a fan page. So if you haven't created a fan page, you can create a fan page from this location. Remember, if you're following this course step by step, you would already have this created in your ads account. Once you've done that, you need to input your images that that Facebook wants, because this is the image of your product, and Facebook will give you the dimensions from 1200 to 628 pixels. So you need to put here the image of your product, because if you do not do that, Facebook will just put by default the banner image of your fan page. So let's say for this example, this was the product that you are selling. Maybe it's a dog treat. What you need to do is come over here, input. This is a community where you celebrate with feline friends. Buy 2 treats for them. %20 off. This is how the advertisement is going to display on your mobile. That you want all your customers to buy your dog treats for 20% only for today. You need to define a website URL, because once the person clicks over here, this is where the landing place, this is the landing page where the customer is going to be taken so that they can check out. If you have a Shopify store, this is the Shopify product page where customer is going to be taken. So you need to add a website URL. For example, you're going to input www.google.com as an example, but here you need to input your product's page URL. You cannot put Google, because by default you're going to be taking anybody to your product and you're the one who's going to lose money. Here you can put a display link, which is optional, and if you need any definition of any one of these things, Facebook will give you a guide. Here is the heading that will attract potential customers. Excellent. And it's always good to put your headline in camel lock. Camel lock, which I mean the first word of each letter, which word is capitalized. That is called camel lock. So whenever somebody is browsing Facebook, whenever they're going to see your ad, they're going to see excellent dog treats. But remember, this one you need to work on it carefully, because it's going to be the word that is going to attract customers to your product. So you need to take time to understand what is the call to action communication that is needed to be put over here, because you have to define. If you do not put something that is going to attract customers to your landing page, whether you have a good product and you have good targeting, nobody is going to click on your ad. So here Facebook is going to define for you the ad preview from a mobile phone and a desktop newsfeed, because remember, these are the only options that we selected. You can see a preview either from selecting the drop down arrow or using these left and right arrows. Okay. Here you can put a feed link description, and if you need a guide, Facebook will tell you what to do. And you can also put a call to action like buy now. But remember, because this is a brand awareness ad, it means somebody must contact us, and it does not have the buy button, because this is not a conversion and this is a brand awareness. So the buy now option is not available. This is a brand awareness ad. We are creating an awareness for our products. So we are creating an awareness for our dog treats. And once you've done that, you just simply hit confirm and your ad is set up. You start running your ads immediately. And that's how you run your brand awareness ad. See you in the next lesson.